I locked up my lunch at work and everyone lost their minds. I work in a small office with about 12 people and we all share one fridge in the break room. For the past 6 months, someone has been stealing my lunch at least twice a week. At first I thought maybe I was just forgetting it at home or something, but then I started paying attention and realized my food was definitely disappearing. I'm talking full meals. A chicken pasta I meal prepped on Sunday, a sandwich I made that morning, even my leftovers from nice restaurants. I tried labeling everything with my name in giant letters. Nothing changed. I put sticky notes on my containers saying, "Please don't take this, it's my only lunch." Still gone. I even tried the passive-aggressive route and wrote, "Really? Again?" on one note after someone took my turkey wrap. The worst part was watching my coworkers eat their lunches while I had to order expensive takeout or just skip eating. I was spending like $60 a week on food I shouldn't have had to buy. So last month I bought this container on Amazon that has a little combination lock on it. Nothing crazy, just a basic lunchbox with a 3-digit lock. The first day I used it, I packed my usual chicken and rice, locked it up, and put it in the fridge. When lunchtime came, I noticed people staring at me as I unlocked my container. My coworker Derek actually said out loud, "Seriously? A lock?" I just shrugged and ate my lunch. But by the end of the day, 3 people had made comments about it. My coworker Lisa said it made the office feel hostile and unwelcoming. Another guy named Marcus joked that maybe I should get a safe for my desk too. The next morning, my boss Jennifer called me into her office. She had this concerned look on her face and asked if everything was okay. I said, "Yeah, why?" She told me that several people had complained about my locked lunch container. Apparently it was creating tension in the office and making people uncomfortable. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I told her that someone had been stealing my lunch for months and the lock was the only thing that worked. She nodded but then said that my solution wasn't really in the spirit of teamwork and collaboration. I asked her if stealing food was in the spirit of teamwork. She ignored that and said that using a lock sent the message that I didn't trust my colleagues. Well, yeah, I don't trust them because one of them keeps taking my food. Jennifer said she understood my frustration, but that I needed to find a different approach because the lock was making the office environment feel negative. I told her I would happily stop using the lock the second people stopped stealing from me. She did not like that answer. She said that wasn't the attitude of a team player and that I needed to think about the bigger picture. I asked what the bigger picture was exactly. Was it me going hungry? Was it me wasting money on food I already bought? She just repeated that the lock needed to go, so I made a deal with her. I said I'd stop using the lock if she sent out an email to everyone reminding them not to take other people's food. She agreed but seemed annoyed about it. That afternoon, she sent this super generic email about respecting shared spaces and being mindful of others' belongings. It didn't even specifically mention the fridge or food theft. And guess what happened the very next day? Someone took my lunch again. This time, it was a homemade burrito bowl that took me 30 minutes to prep. I was furious. I marched straight to Jennifer's office and told her the lock was coming back. She tried to argue, but I cut her off. I pulled up my bank statement on my phone and showed her how much money I'd spent on replacement lunches, over $300 in 3 months. I told her that if the company wanted me to keep leaving my food unlocked, they could reimburse me for every stolen meal. Her face went pale. She clearly hadn't thought about the actual money I was losing. She asked if I was serious about the reimbursement thing. I said absolutely. Either enforce a no-stealing policy that actually works or pay me back. She said she'd handle it. 2 days later, there was a mandatory meeting where Jennifer announced that the office was installing a camera in the break room. She didn't say why, but everyone knew. The lunch theft stopped immediately. Nobody ever found out who was taking my food, but honestly, I didn't care anymore. I still use my locked container though, just in case.